the mysterious, the curious, the blurriest. From the beginning of time, man has wondered about mysteries. Are they fiction, or are they fact? The Eberling Enigma. Submitted for your examination, Eberling. A name synonymous with innovation. A name on which fortunes were made through startling, prolific inventions. A name known also to disappear. Thomas Eberling was at the height of his brilliant career, and some said working on his most ingenious invention yet, when he suddenly disappeared from public life forever, more than 150 years ago. But what happened to Thomas? Was he the victim of foul play by a jealous rival? Or had he stumbled upon something so powerful that it had to be kept hidden? Thomas's genius was inherited by the latest Eberling, Max Eberling, a virtual rock star in the up-and-coming scientific community. Unfortunately, genius was not the only thing these two men had in common. So too were their penchants for disappearing. But why did he vanish too? Max was last seen 10 years ago at this infamous Einstein Awards banquet, where hundreds of the world's top minds were saved when a fire alarm cleared the room just moments before the ceiling collapsed. But when the ceiling collapsed, Max, like a rock star, had left the building. How could a man, even a genius such as Max, have predicted such an event? Yet this footage clearly suggests that Max Eberling did just that. Why would a man admired by all and a hero to many walk away from his newfound fame? Surely the key to this mystery is more than the simple wish to avoid the notorious scientific paparazzi. What are the secrets being held by the Eberling estate? Did the Eberling genius come with a price? The price of a curse? The world may never know, but that won't stop us from wondering whatever became of this modern mystery.
What I really want to know, Dad, is why you're wearing sunglasses everywhere except where you need them most.
I thought I heard your father's voice.
I don't think so. You're imagining your ghosts again.
No, I'm certain I heard him, Anna. As clear as if he were standing right here. Have you felt a shiver coming over you?
Mum, why did Dad wear sunglasses all the time?
Well, why don't you just ask him? He's probably in your bathroom. Sometimes he likes to go...
No, Mum. What you were hearing was that mystery show. I was watching it again.
This is how you want to spend your birthday.
No, listen. I think I found something interesting this time. You see, it's the sunglasses.
I think you're going to find this much more interesting.
What's this?
I found it a few weeks ago in an old shoebox.
For my daughter Anna, on her 16th birthday. Has this been hidden in the house all this time?
Either that or one of the ghosts left it.
What is it? What does this mean?
Maybe it's a way to contact your father on the other side.
Don't you see? Maybe it means he's still alive. I know it's been 10 years, but I always had the feeling...
If he was still alive, would I be seeing his ghost everywhere? Would I?
No, but maybe he's stuck or trapped somewhere or held captive by someone.
Maybe he's helping Tintin find Professor Calculus.
Oh. Seriously, Mum? You really don't know anything about his work?
Never you mind, never you mind. It's best left alone for your own good. And so on and so on. That is what Max always said to me, and that is what I say to you, my sweet. Now, I ordered in some nice birthday cake, and I suddenly feel a nasty draft coming from somewhere. Whew. Are you coming down?
But what if these things are clues that will help me find him?
It's best left alone.
I know my father wanted me to have this for a reason. and I intend to find out what it is. I should take Mom's boots. She'll probably ask for them later. I once posted a video of me playing Seven Nation Army. Nobody watched it, thank God. At least we've got plumbing. That's the only improvement they've done in 150 years. I don't know why I even need a mirror. I almost never get to go out. We always have to swap batteries in this house. Bunsen Bunny! I always played emergency vet with him and Father. Dad had a thing for rabbits in distress, I guess. I've read all the books on it. Chemistry notes. Mum won't let me do any of the lab experiments. She says somebody might blow something up. Ugh, stuff that looks gross on me. I wasn't made for this century. Stuff I've outgrown. Meant to recycle that hanger. I've played all the games on it. Actually, I hate mirrors. The old family cuckoo clock still works perfectly, as long as someone remembers to wind it. The storm knocked out our phones. Mum must have locked the door. Odd. My house keys are missing. I'll bet Mum knows where they are. I'm not vacuuming on my birthday. The only time you took off your sunglasses, and the sun was in your eyes. The thermostat's in here. The fireplace must be crazy hot now. I don't like putting it up that high. It's dangerous. The fireplace should be low now. Mum will be unhappy. The fireplace is back to normal. The fireplace is back to normal. Just bits and bobs. And a light bulb. Sigh. No one's going to fix this except me. Mother's been hoarding incandescent bulbs. Perfect fit. It's an old mechanical diorama. My mother always said it was a family heirloom too delicate for kids to play with. But now I wonder if it has something to do with my father's disappearance. I need to figure out what it does, once and for all. It looks like a tiny speaker. There was probably something attached to amplify sound at one time. This diorama never worked before, but I'll use my birthday wish. Looks like negative and positive wires. I know what they are. Socks. Mother Father doesn't like lit candles. They lead to house fires. It looks stale. My party balloons might come in handy. I'll keep them in mind. Cards from Mother and some relatives. My friends don't send cards. They'd never get past my mother.
Get back from those windows, Anna. You're taking a big risk getting struck by lightning. I don't want to add your...
It's on medium heat. It's too risky to go in. Here's a flashlight and a 15-amp fuse. It's too dark. This flashlight's dead. Someone forgot to put it down. I need to put in a new fuse, 20 amps or less. Somebody needs to tear out all the wiring in this house and start from scratch. The last fuse in the house. The last fuse in the house. Please don't blow up in my face. Great. I won't need the flashlight anymore. That was my best memory as a kid, but now all I can think is, were you already planning to leave us? This clock has never worked. I think it's someone's idea of a joke. Didn't we have a ladder here? What happened to it? Leave it. I never liked it. Leave it. I never liked it. Wonder which Aberling shot that beautiful creature. I suppose he would be dead by now anyway. That lampshade's getting burned by the bulb. Now, nothing's more important than working late with you guys. I love work so much. I put my famous career above everything else. We got copies of almost every newspaper in Switzerland when Father disappeared, but we never found a clue about where he'd gone. Not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. Max Aberling, 1968 So this is my father, Max. I don't remember much about him, really. I was only 6 the last time I saw him. Again, scientist. And, again, nobody seemed to know what he was working on. I don't know what it is with this family and mystery projects. Not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. My father's old motorbike. Once upon a time, people had fun around here. But somewhere along the line, fun turned into dangerous. Ancient furniture. Stuff that reminds us of Father. Nothing interesting there. I've searched it 100 times. My father's favorite chair. I haven't seen that for ages. Victor Aberling, 1936 to 1998. The story on Conrad's son Victor is that he ruffled the family feathers when he threw away a promising career as a surgeon for a life at sea. Officially, he crossed the world as captain of trading vessels of questionable origins while documenting the diffusion of infectious diseases. Which sounds like the Abeling way of saying he was a smuggler. If there was ever any proof one way or the other, it was lost at sea when his ship and everyone on it went down in a heavy storm. Was it the Abeling family curse? Conrad Abeling, 1878 to 1941. Conrad showed up after Edgar's death. Some people wondered if he was really Edgar's son, but he had the Abeling inventor gene sure enough. He designed and piloted early airships, which is pretty cool. But the big thing he was working on was the first aerial map of the whole planet. It was supposedly the most detailed map ever made, but I've never seen it. No one has. It was either lost or stolen, or else it never really existed. Conrad died in an airship accident in World War II. Edgar Abeling, 1847 to 1892. Edgar was a scientist like Thomas, but according to Mom, he wasn't as brilliant. He spent most of his life traveling the world, probably to get away from the expectations of his famous father. He did a good job of it too, because no one even knew where he was for years. Then all of a sudden he came back and started giving public lectures warning about the dangers of gas lighting. Which is odd because he died in a theater fire. He also had a reputation as a ladies' man but never married. How's that for colorful? My favorite ancestor is Thomas Abeling, my great-great-great-grandfather. He was also a pretty great scientist and inventor. Something about this portrait looks new. His most famous invention was a fireproof miner's lamp. My great times 3 grandfather, something's odd. My great times 3 grandfather, something's odd about that painting. Purple checked coat, blue striped bird. I don't think so. Mum? I see the fuse blew in the gallery again.
Maybe rats chewed the wires, but I didn't want to call the electricians. They might fall off a ladder or burn the house down. Better off left alone.
But isn't it good to look at all the family portraits in there once in a while?
Best stay out of there. I only use it for storage now. You might trip on something and kill yourself.
People don't kill themselves tripping on things.
That's where you're wrong, Anna. It happens all the time.
Maybe those portraits can give me some clues that will help me. Tell me about the portraits.
All your ancestors. 150 years of scientists and explorers.
Mum, I know that. I've only lived here my whole life. Didn't Father ever tell you their stories?
He always just said it was best left alone.
Thomas Abeling's portrait looks new. Did you have it restored? Ghosts. I know you were thinking it.
No one's been in that room. Except...
Thomas Abel, did you have it? Ghosts.
No.
What do you and Dad's ghost talk about?
I tell him how you're doing.
It's okay, Mum. I'm glad.
He's very proud of you.
What about visiting your family? Don't you miss all those society parties?
Your father was always the most interesting person in the room. Not really.
Why did you close the shutters behind you?
Lightning might break the window.
Are you still getting chills?
I always feel a draft when ghosts are active in the house. I'm too cold to sleep.
We need a generator. We can't let every storm knock out our electricity.
Oh, and leave cans of explosive fuel lying around in storage?
Why do we keep blowing fuses?
Spirits disrupt the flow of energy.
I feel like something is drawing power that we don't know about. Did you ever think of selling this old house?
Never. Where would all the ancestors live?
Where did Father do his experiments?
He went to the Institute. He locked himself in the study.
But when he was here, did he have a lab? Was there some reason why you locked the front door and took my house keys?
I'm sorry, Anna, but I was afraid you'd go out into the storm and get hit by lightning.
What are the odds of that?
0, as long as you stay in the house.
Let me outside to see the storm.
I can't. You know the rules. We batten down the hatches in a storm.
Do you know how to make the diorama work?
Stay away from it, Anna. They use it to get into the house.
It's just the old place creaking, Mum.
If it were just the house settling, then why are my feet cold? So cold. The house is not settling. It's possessed.
Cold feet. That's my mother. If she were in a sauna, and the sauna was in the Sahara, and the Sahara was in full summer, what would she have? Cold feet. Still, she might be right about that diorama being connected to my ancestors. Somehow. Did Dad ever get the diorama to work?
Yes. Long ago. But he said it had a ghost. Pepper's ghost.
What's that old diorama do, Mum?
It's an automaton built by your great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Eberling. I've never seen it work, Anna, but don't touch it. Your father always said it was haunted by Pepper's ghost.
Who was Pepper?
I think he was an inventor friend of Thomas's. But it's not only Pepper's ghost. It's the ghost of all your ancestors.
Do you know why Thomas built the diorama?
Your father never said. But he always smiled when he looked at it. Like it was some sort of private joke. And no one was allowed to touch it.
Tell me again, who built the diorama?
Oh, you know, darling. That crazy old Thomas, your great-great-great-grandfather.
Do you have a theory about this glass vial?
No, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. You think just like him.
What do you think really happened to Dad?
Ask his ghost.
Why did he always wear sunglasses?
He said he injured his eyes in a lab experiment. I never believed him.
How come I never got a pet for my birthday?
I thought the bird in your cuckoo clock was your pet. Anyway, animals don't like ghosts.
Now that I'm 16, how about a drink?
Heavens no, too dangerous.
How much trouble can I get into here? Can we go somewhere to celebrate?
And drive on these roads in a storm?
The thermostat's in here. The fireplace should be low now. Mum will be unhappy. It's burning low. Hey!
He went. He locked.
But when... I see the fuse...
Maybe rats. They might fall off.
But isn't it...
Best stay out.
People don't kill...
That's where...
Maybe those poor... What do you and...
I tell him.
It's okay, Mum.
He's very proud.
Here, keep your feet warm.
Oh, thank you. I thought I'd lost them. I suppose I can fix the fireplace myself now.
Something's under the cushion. My house key!
How does this work?
It's burning low.
I think I did it!
Okay, I'm going outside.